Hello and welcome. We will discuss PYQs of time, speed and distance in this video, and our theme is average speed. Over here there is a very important point that you need to keep in your head, and that point is average speed is not equal to sum of speeds divided by number of speeds. It is total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So kindly make a note of it. Average speed is always equals to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Remember, it is not equal to sum of speed divided by number of speed. Don't do this mistake in the examination. Let's solve problem related to this theme now. This is a question. It says a car travels from a place X to place Y. So there is a place X and then there is a place Y. So a car travels from a place X to place Y at an average speed of V km per hour. So a car traveled from X to Y at a speed of V km per hour. And from Y to X, then it came back to X from Y, but at a different speed, and that speed is 2V km per hour. And again from X to Y, it went again to Y from X, but at a different speed, which is 3V km per hour. And again from Y to X, and finally again from Y to X. And the speed was 4V km per hour. So then average speed of the car for the entire journey. So remember, average speed is equals to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay. Now, so do I know what is the distance between station X and station Y? Do we know this? No, we don't know this. So what we can do, we can assume this distance equal to a particular value, right? Okay, but in this question you can see my answer are present in the form of comparative terms. We over here we don't have to tell the exact answer, we have to tell the range of the answer. So we can solve this question by assumption also. So what you can do, assume V km per hour is equals to what it is. Let's say assume V is equals to 1 km per hour. Okay, so if V is equals to 1 km per hour, so 2V will become 2 km per hour, 3V will become 3 km per hour, and 4B will become 4 km per hour. Since the car is going between X and Y only, so X to Y, then Y to X, then X to Y, then Y to X. So the car has traveled this distance between X and Y how many times? 4 times. And in all the 4 times, the car has traveled equal distance. Since the car has traveled equal distance, right, from X to Y, then Y to X, then X to Y, and finally Y to X. See, X to Y, Y to X, X to Y, Y to X. So car has traveled between X and Y only, so the car has traveled 4 equal distances. So in this scenario, what you can do, assume the distance between X and Y. Assume the distance between X and Y to be equal to LCM of the different speed at which this distance has been covered. So distance between X and Y has been covered at a speed of 1 km, then 2 kilometer, then 3 kilometer, then 4 kilometer. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes out to be equal to what? 12 kilometer. So assume distance between x and y is what? It is 12 kilometer. Now why this is right here, this assumption is right here, why? Because distances traveled are equal. So you can, if distances traveled are equal and you want to assume some value to distance traveled, so assume it like this. Okay, now next. So now we are looking for average speed. We know that average speed is what? Average speed is equals to total distance upon total time taken. X to y is 12. Y to x is also 12. Then x to y is also 12. Then y to x is also 12. So what is this? This is the total distance traveled by the car divided by the total time taken. Divided by the total time taken. X to y with a speed of 1 kilometer per hour. X to y distance is 12. X to y distance is 12. Speed is 1. So time taken should be 12 by 1. Y to x distance is 12. Speed is 2. So time taken should be 12 by 2. Right? X to y distance is 12. Speed is 3. So 12 upon 3 should be the time. Y to x distance is 12. Speed is 4. So what is this? This is my average speed. Now let's solve this. It comes out to be equal to 48 upon 12 plus 6 plus 12 plus 3 is 12 upon 3, 4 plus 12 upon 4, 3. Right? 12, 6, 4 or 3. If you solve this, it comes out to be equal to what? 48 upon 12 and it becomes 12, 6, 18 plus 4, 24, 12 plus 6, 18 plus 4, 22 and 3, 25. So you can see 48 upon 25 is less than 2 at the same time. Let's talk about this value, 48 upon 25. This value is less than 2 and more than 1. Right? So my right answer over here should be this option B. Why? Because we have assumed B to be 1, B to be 1, and then 2B was what? 2. 2B will become what? 2. So my answer should lie between 1 and 2, which means my answer should lie between B and 2B. Kindly make a note of it. I hope guys this is clear to everyone. Now let's move on. Next question says, two cities A and B are 360 km apart. A car goes from A to B with a speed of 40 km per hour and returns to A with a speed of 60 km per hour. What is the average speed of the car? I just told you the car is traveling between A and B. Okay, so average speed is always equals to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So car went from A to B first. So A to B distance is 360 and then A to B and then returns to A from B. So A to B distance is 360. So definitely B to A distance should be 360. So total distance divided by total time taken. Now, from A to B, he traveled the distance with the speed of 40 km per hour. So time taken should be distance from A to B divided by speed from A to B. Plus, when the car returns, distance was again 360, but the speed was what? Speed was 60 km per hour. Speed was what? 60 km per hour. So distance upon speed will give me the time taken by car to return. Okay. Now, if we solve this, 360 plus 360 is 720 and this 0 gone, 9 plus this gone, 6, which comes out to be equal to 720 upon 15. If I solve this, it comes, if we solve this, I feel it is 48. It is what? We can solve it further. We can cancel it out with 5. 5, it come 145. Okay, and 5 threes are, now 3 fours are 12. Sorry, it should be 4 here. 3 fours are 12 and 3 eights are 24, so it becomes 48 kilometer per hour. So average speed of the car throughout the journey was what? 48 kilometer per hour. I hope guys this is clear to everyone. Kindly make a note of it. Now why kilometer per hour? Because my distances were in kilometer per hour and my speed was in kilometer per hour. My distances was in kilometer and speed was in kilometer per hour. So this is all from my side for this video guys. Thank you so much.